Hi everyone. I was trying to do a live video from my computer. I'm so not tech savvy. Good thing I have a brain because the computer stuff just does not work with me. But anyway, so I actually talked for about 10 minutes and I don't think it even went. So I'm going to give you a quick overview. People have been asking me what I do here in my practice at home. So I'm an occupational therapist. I have been practicing for close to 30 years. I don't know how that's possible since I still feel like I'm 29. But my quest to help people continued to bring me to learn more and more about the brain and all that it does. And, you know, if we think back to science in high school, we learned, you know, basic things about the brain, right? And basic things about the body. But I kept wanting to know more, just so intrigued. So it led me to this question. If we believe that the brain controls the body, then why do we run to the doctor every time we don't feel good? Right? The brain is created and equipped to keep us healthy. It provides regulation in the body. We don't even know it, right? Temperature regulation. That's why we sweat. That's why we don't sweat. That's why we get chills. We don't get chills. That's why we feel thirsty, right? The body is this incredible, incredible machine. But yet we run to the doctor every time we have an ache or a pain. Doesn't make sense to me. There has to be another way. Why? Why do we need the doctor? Or why do some people need the doctor? So again, study, learn. I know I'm a super nerd. This Saturday, everyone was out at their Halloween parties. I'm home reading. I don't know. But this is me. I can't help it. So it brought me to craniosacral therapy. As a young OT, actually still in OT school many moons ago, I learned about craniosacral therapy. And it's a very light touch. So if you put a nickel on your finger, that would be the amount of pressure that I would put on your body. And what it does, it promotes homeostasis in the body. So if you think of the body, we know it has fluids in it. We know that the spinal column has fluid, right? And it should move at the same rate and velocity, up and down, side to side. But things happen in the course of a day that might cause an imbalance. Maybe someone cuts you off on the expressway and you're pissed off. Maybe there was something happened and you're late for work and now, you know, your body isn't feeling right. But in a normal working system, those little things that happen throughout the day, you can recover from them. Ever go out for lunch or dinner with a friend and they just suck the life out of you? And you go, oh my God, that just exhausted me. Maybe they're going through a divorce. Maybe they had a stressful time with their spouse at home. Maybe they're going through something with their kids or their parents or whatever. So you go through this like, ugh. But the thing is, in a normal functioning system, we release it. It goes. But when we have a blockage, that's when we have to worry, right? So what happens when we have a blockage? That's when we can get things like high blood pressure. Some people get things like irritable bowel syndrome, those stomach pains, thyroid issues from not, you know, releasing here. So my job is to monitor your system and see where the blockages are happening. Now, obviously, the earlier we get to you, the more quickly you're going to recover and the less likely that there's going to be any type of long-term issues, right? So for example, I'm treating a friend of mine now who is a fireman. And as I'm working on him and I scan him, I can feel that he doesn't speak his honest truth, that he holds a lot in. And a lot of us do that, right? Because we want to be nice and we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings and we hold it in. So what happens when we hold everything in? We can get issues in here. So it can be thyroid issues. It can be chronic sore throats. It can be, even with him, bulging discs. So when you think about having a restriction here, where does the fluid go? Where does the release happen? It doesn't, it gets stuck. Again, now I said to him, I'm feeling it in your chest also. He's like, yeah, he has high blood pressure. So again, the not releasing causing problems. I'm working on another friend of mine who already had one shoulder pinned, and the other one is in bad shape, and she's just about ready to go for the other one to get pinned. I said, but let's think about why this is happening to you. Where is the emotional connection? Well, she's a nurse, and she shoulders the pain of all of her patients, their loved ones, her family, her friends. She's that type of person that just takes it in and holds it for everybody. So I have to get her to release and find other ways to release. She's like, but how do I release? How do I stop shouldering? Well, I light candles. I've lit candles for a lot of you already in the day. I'll go to you, oh, I'm sorry you're going through that. I'm going to light my candle for you. And I do, because just knowing that you have somewhere to release it to, and I put my candles by my Virgin Mary, and I release and I say a prayer. So that's one way to do it. Some people release by going to the gym. That's another way to do it. But we do need to release and maintain balance in the system. For me, what happened to me this summer in learning about emotional connection to pain, my daughter had just left for school. A lot of you know that. And I went to I didn't even step foot outside. I went to step foot outside, and I saw like white electricity across my eyes. Now, being who I am, the Italian that I am, I go, well, it was white. No one's giving me the horns. Because I'm looking to see, where is this pain coming from? I didn't hurt myself. I wasn't doing anything stressful. I had the music on. It was a beautiful day. I was cleaning out the closet. I was cleaning out Gianna's closet, like all where she had like snacks and stuff. I said, by the time she comes home, this food will be gone. It'll be like gross. So I'm like, let me throw it out. Well, after I learned, crawling up the stairs with the pain that I was in, I'm laying on the couch and I'm like, I didn't hurt myself. There has to be another reason why I'm having pain. There has to be another reason. So I look up emotional connection to low back pain. And what did it say? Sense of loss. I mean, right there, sense of loss. My daughter left for school. My son is away, right? And this is the story. So I went, oh my goodness. So I started to do meditations, and I started to see how I could release this pain and how I could just start to heal. So I was only taking like Tylenol, or I was like ibuprofen, but they were like this big. But I didn't want to go for a cortisone shot. I didn't want to take steroids because they have side effects. And I've taken steroids before, and I don't like the way it makes me feel emotionally. I get snippy, I get short. I don't want to put chemical in my system if I don't have to. So I went to see a good friend of mine, Dr. Beth John, who is a chiropractor in Farmingdale. Total shout out. And I knew that she practiced craniosacral therapy just like I do. And I needed her to put my body back in balance. So I went to her several times, and while she was working on me, I was continuing to envision all of my pathways opening up and envisioning the pain leaving my body. And it did. I did not need a cortisone shot. I did not need steroids. I needed to visualize my pain leaving me and come to terms with the fact that my daughter left. So that brought me on my journey to understanding pain, working on another emotional pain, I should say, working on another friend of mine, pain in his traps. I'm like, well, do you want to know the emotional connection to that? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, you have guilt. You left your children. I said, you went through divorce. His divorce was 7 years old, but he still had guilt over it. He goes, how will I ever get over that? He goes, I'll have that guilt till the day I die. Well, we have to come to terms with who we are, because if you hold on to that emotional pain, it can cause real illness and real problems that will need medical attention. So the idea is to release our pain, own it, and release it. So I also practice Reiki, which some of you know, that's an energy release. It is a healing. But I encourage my clients to think about why they have pain. Why are you feeling heart pain? Is it loss? Is it grief? Where is it coming from? I was working with a client over the phone, over like a Zoom call, and I said to him, I'm really drawn to your heart. I said, may I offer you a healing? And I did. And I said, I feel that your pain is connected to your daughter. And she said, yes, it is. And I said, and then I went in deeper. And I said, you're concerned about your daughter's marriage? And she said, yes, I am. And I said, you feel that your son-in-law is overbearing and he's really controlling. And, I went through the whole description of what I was feeling. And she said, yes. And I said, but he's not. I said, I see your daughter and she's just like giving it back to him and she's happy and their home is happy. And we had this whole discussion, but she was able to release the pain and the anxiety that she was having that was causing her physical pain. So her emotional pain was causing her physical pain, okay? And she needed to release it. And we went through an emotional release so she could heal. So the whole idea is owning your emotional pain to let it go so that you can heal. Some Reiki practitioners will actually pull the pain and let it go for you. In all the research that I do, the problem with that is it's a temporary fix. It's like going to the doctor for a medication, and it heals you and it makes you feel better temporarily. You need to dig deep. So the work that I'm talking about, the emotional release, is you digging deep and you doing some work on yourself and figuring out where that pain is coming from, owning it and releasing it so that you can truly heal and truly live a beautiful, happy life. So that's what I do here. I love working with my clients and I love seeing them move forward in a beautiful, happy life. That's the idea. Life is to be embraced. And any part that I can play in helping people do that, I'm honored and I'm grateful to be the vessel. People do ask me if I'm a psychic medium. I do get messages. It's part of my journey. Can't control it. It's natural. It's part of who I have been my entire life. So I do readings and I do offer healings in that way also. So this is all of who I am. So if anyone needs help or has any questions, you can certainly reach out to me. I'm here to help anyway. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Actually, a good night. Rest peacefully, and I'll see you soon. Bye.